You work hard all day. Why are you still poor in the end? Capital in the world has been doing the same thing, that is, trying every means to make ordinary people fight poverty and keep them poor. People often say that making money is harder than eating shit. But have you ever thought about why it is so difficult for ordinary people to make money? The main factor is the disorderly and greedy expansion of capital. Many people feel that capital is far away from them, and the disorderly expansion of capital is difficult to affect them. In fact, as long as you cannot get out of society and are still a member of the social ecology, you can never escape from the palm of capital. Capital is everywhere around you. Why do people think it is natural for men to spend money on women? Why is the memory of short videos only a few minutes? All of this, in fact, there is a mysterious big hand behind it that manipulates capital. How does it make you poorer and poorer? The first is long-term psychological suggestion, which subtly influences your heart and establishes psychological needs. For example, in 1951, the De Beers group said, "Love is forever, and a heart will last forever." In the past few decades, countless ordinary people have willingly spent tens of thousands of yuan to buy a transparent stone that has no value. A trip that can be taken at any time is the most gorgeous luxury in life and the most brilliant freedom. It also makes many people willingly take on a loan of 1 or 200,000 to buy a car. Originally, what you need is love and freedom, not the so-called diamonds in cars. But after the pseudo-concepts of diamonds in cars are recognized by most people, they have become secular views. When the time on everyone else's watch is wrong, the time on your watch will become meaningless even if it is correct. When others live and work according to the wrong time, you can only be forced to adjust your correct time to the same wrong time as them. In the eyes of the secular world, commodities can be divided into classes. For example, when you enter the workplace, you must have a nice suit and a valuable watch. Female white-collar workers must have a luxury bag. Slowly, you actually believe that if you want to cross the class, you must have a high-priced luxury product that matches it. You think that driving a BMW, or an Audi is the so-called elite. Anyone who drives a Baoshi Tai is definitely a loser. The outside world is always reminding you. Only those who buy expensive luxury goods are excellent, and those who buy cheap goods will only be looked down upon by others. Because you want to prove to others that you are excellent, your desires are getting bigger and bigger, and you are always running wildly on the road of being harvested by capital. If you are rational enough, capital will not be able to persuade you or harvest you. Capital will turn to brainwash your significant other, saying that only if you are willing to spend money is true love, and those who are not willing to spend money on you are stingy scumbags. If capital joins hands, it doesn't matter if your significant other still can't persuade you. When you get married and start a family, you can't resist the commodity of a house. Real estate can be said to be the most routine and cruel means of exploitation in the world today. It will make you willingly empty 6 wallets, and then take on loans of tens of millions, and your family will be completely reduced to house slaves for 30 years. Capital always has a way to harvest you. When you are caught off guard by consumerism and start to back away after looking at the balance in your wallet and bank card, various financial lenders will pull you back again and tell you kindly that you deserve good things. They will then generously lend you funds and let you use the money they lend you to buy the products they produce. In this closed loop, capital not only wants to empty your wallet, but also wants to empty your time to enslave you. When you are about to despair, it will continue to cheer you up and set up a few examples of ordinary people's counterattacks. The case of a takeaway driver who earned 1 million in 3 years tells you that as long as you are hardworking and persevering, you can get rich through hard work and let you work hard with all your strength. However, The salary and taxes you earn from your hard work every year are almost gone after deducting the loan. And sometimes even survival becomes a problem. At this time, you are already trapped in the cycle of borrowing money, spending money, and making money. Not only can you not accumulate any wealth, but you have no chance to cross classes. There are too many young people who don't even have 10,000 yuan in their hands, but they think that 300,000 or 500,000 yuan is not rich. How many people, when they were young, thought that they should be worth 1,000,000 yuan when they were 30 years old? But the cruel reality is, why is there such a big gap between reality and imagination? In today's internet age, whoever can control information can control people's three views and control people's thoughts. When you turn on your mobile phone, everyone earns tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands per month. Everyone has luxury cars and villas, and everyone can travel to distant places at any time. Slowly, you mistakenly think that this is the norm for most people, but you don't know that this is just what capital wants you to see. Maybe your consumption concept has been changed by capital without you realizing it. Think about it carefully. How many things you bought before were to satisfy your vanity? Or you always mistakenly thought that you could become more tasteful if you had something like a sand ruler. But the fact is that you don't become a noble just because you own a Louis Vuitton. Nor can you change your identity just because you change to a more expensive car. Overconsumption and early consumption are like two invisible sickles, harvesting ordinary people wave after wave. It is the piles of bones of ordinary people that pile up the capital's feast. Well, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.